The story of the Ancestral Pueblo people, once known as the Anasazi, is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptation in the face of a harsh and unforgiving environment. For over 1,000 years, from around 100 AD to 1300 AD, these remarkable people created a civilization that flourished in the arid landscapes of the American Southwest, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire us today. Their architectural prowess is evident in the stunning cliff dwellings and great houses they constructed, which have stood the test of time. The Ancestral Pueblo people were not only master builders, but also skilled artisans, creating intricate pottery and textiles that tell stories of their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. In this video, we will explore their sophisticated society, their innovations in agriculture, and their complex social and religious structures. Join us as we delve into the mysteries of the Ancestral Pueblo, uncovering the secrets of their enduring legacy and the lessons they offer for our modern world. Our journey begins in the Four Corners region, where the states of Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona meet. This area, dominated by the Colorado Plateau, was home to the Ancestral Pueblo culture. The region's unique geography, with its high desert and rugged canyons, provided both challenges and opportunities for these ancient people. The Four Corners is not just a geographical point, it's a cultural crossroads. The Ancestral Puebloans built intricate cliff dwellings and massive stone structures, like those found in Chaco Canyon, which served as major cultural and trade centers. The term Ancestral Pueblo has largely replaced Anasazi in archaeological literature, as it more accurately reflects the connection between these ancient people and their modern Pueblo descendants. Today, the descendants of the Ancestral Puebloans continue to live in the region, preserving their rich heritage and traditions. Interesting fact: the Four Corners is the only point in the United States where four states intersect, making it a unique landmark. Historically, it was a hub of innovation, with the Ancestral Puebloans developing advanced agricultural techniques and intricate road systems that connected distant communities. The story of the Ancestral Pueblo is often divided into distinct periods, each marked by significant cultural and technological advancements. The earliest period, known as Basket Maker II, began around 1000 BC. During this time, the people were semi-nomadic, relying on a mix of hunting, gathering, and early agriculture. They were skilled basket weavers, hence the name Basket Maker, creating intricate containers and sandals that have survived to this day. As we move into the Basket Maker III period, around 450 AD, we see the emergence of more permanent settlements. The Ancestral Pueblo began to live in pit houses, circular semi-subterranean structures with wooden superstructures. These early homes were often clustered in small villages, marking the beginnings of community life that would become a hallmark of Pueblo culture. It was during this time that three crucial innovations occurred: the introduction of the bow and arrow replacing the older atlatl or spear thrower, the cultivation of beans as a complement to corn and squash, forming the famous Three Sisters agricultural system, and the development of pottery. These advancements would shape Ancestral Pueblo society for centuries to come. The story of the Ancestral Pueblo is often divided into distinct periods, each marked by significant cultural and technological advancements. The earliest period, known as Basket Maker II, began around 1000 BC. During this time, the people were semi-nomadic, relying on a mix of hunting, gathering, and early agriculture. Imagine a family setting out at dawn, the men with their spears and the women with woven baskets, ready to collect wild plants and small game. They were skilled basket weavers, hence the name basket maker, creating intricate containers and sandals that have survived to this day. These baskets were not just utilitarian, they were works of art, often decorated with complex patterns. As we move into the Basket Maker III period, around 450 AD, we see the emergence of more permanent settlements. Picture a small community working together to build their homes, sharing resources and stories by the fire. The Ancestral Pueblo began to live in pit houses, circular, semi-subterranean structures with wooden superstructures. These homes provided shelter from the harsh desert climate and were often the center of family life. These early homes were often clustered in small villages, marking the beginnings of community life that would become a hallmark of Pueblo culture. Imagine children playing in the open spaces while elders shared wisdom and stories. It was during this time that three crucial innovations occurred. The introduction of the bow and arrow, replacing the older atlatl or spear thrower. This new weapon allowed for more efficient hunting and protection. The cultivation of beans as a complement to corn and squash formed the famous Three Sisters agricultural system. This method not only provided a balanced diet, but also improved soil fertility and the development of pottery. These pots were used for cooking, storage, and even ceremonial purposes, showcasing the artistic talents of the Ancestral Pueblo. These advancements would shape Ancestral Pueblo society for centuries to come, laying the foundation for a rich cultural heritage that continues to inspire us today. As we enter the Pueblo I period around 750 AD, we see a significant shift in architecture and settlement patterns. The Ancestral Pueblo began to build above-ground structures using stone and adobe, creating the first true pueblos. These buildings were more durable and provided better protection against the elements. These early pueblos were often arranged in arcs or straight lines with a central plaza area. The plazas served as communal spaces for social gatherings, trade, and ceremonies. The pit house evolved into the kiva, a circular subterranean structure used for ceremonial purposes, which would remain a central feature of Pueblo architecture for generations. The architectural advancements of this period also included intricate stone masonry and detailed adobe work, showcasing the craftsmanship of Pueblo artisans. Alongside these architectural changes, the Pueblo I period saw advancements in agriculture. The Ancestral Pueblo developed terraced fields and sophisticated irrigation systems to support their growing communities. Trade flourished during this time with the exchange of pottery, woven textiles, and other goods, fostering connections between different Pueblo communities. These societal changes reflected a more complex and interconnected culture, laying the foundation for the rich traditions and community-oriented lifestyle that would define the Ancestral Pueblo for centuries. The Pueblo II period, from about 900 to 1150 AD, marked a significant era of growth and innovation for the Ancestral Pueblo culture. This period saw the rise of some of the most impressive architectural feats, particularly in Chaco Canyon, which became the heart of their civilization. The great houses of Chaco, such as Pueblo Bonito, were monumental, multi-story structures containing hundreds of rooms, showcasing advanced construction techniques. These buildings were meticulously planned with precise astronomical alignments, reflecting their deep understanding of celestial events, and featured sophisticated water management systems to sustain their communities. Chaco Canyon became a cultural and economic hub, influencing a vast region through an extensive network of roads connecting smaller outlying communities. The level of social organization required to build and maintain such a complex system speaks volumes about the ingenuity and collaborative spirit of the ancestral Pueblo people. During this time, there was also a flourishing of artistic expression, with intricate pottery designs and other artifacts that provide insight into their daily lives and spiritual beliefs. The construction of kivas, ceremonial spaces used for religious and social gatherings, highlights the importance of community and spirituality in their society. Advances in agriculture, such as the development of terraces and irrigation systems, allowed them to thrive in the arid environment, ensuring food security and supporting population growth. The ancestral Pueblo also engaged in extensive trade, exchanging goods and ideas with distant cultures, which further enriched their society and technological prowess. The Pueblo III period, spanning from about 1150 to 1300 AD, is renowned for the breathtaking cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde. These intricate structures, meticulously built into the sides of steep canyon walls, showcase the zenith of ancestral Pueblo architectural ingenuity. Iconic sites like Cliff Palace and Spruce Tree House continue to captivate visitors with their stunning beauty and remarkable engineering. Yet this period was also marked by significant challenges, including environmental stress and social upheaval. By 1300 AD, many major ancestral Pueblo centers were abandoned, with communities migrating south and east. The reasons for this mass migration remain a topic of debate, but likely factors include prolonged drought, resource depletion, and possibly conflict. Despite these challenges, the ancestral Pueblo people demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability, leaving behind a legacy of architectural and cultural achievements that continue to inspire awe and admiration. Throughout their history, the ancestral Pueblo were not just skilled builders, but also accomplished artists and craftspeople. Their pottery, for instance, was not merely functional, but also a canvas for artistic expression. Their pottery evolved from simple gray ware to elaborate black-on-white designs, showcasing intricate geometric patterns. Later, they developed polychrome wares, which featured multiple colors and more complex motifs. The firing process was a critical part of their craftsmanship, often involving communal kilns and precise temperature control. Rock art, in the form of petroglyphs, was another significant aspect of their artistic heritage. Pictographs, created using natural pigments, can be found throughout the region, depicting scenes of daily life, spiritual beliefs, and celestial events. These artworks offer tantalizing glimpses into ancestral Pueblo spiritual and social life. For example, some petroglyphs are believed to represent astronomical events, such as supernovae. In addition to pottery and rock art, the ancestral Pueblo were skilled weavers, creating intricate textiles from cotton and yucca fibers. They also crafted beautiful jewelry, often using turquoise and shell, which held both aesthetic and cultural significance. Many of their creations were used in ceremonies, reflecting the deep connection between their art and their spiritual practices. Through their art and craftsmanship, the Ancestral Pueblo people left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue us today. The legacy of the Ancestral Pueblo lives on vibrantly in the modern Pueblo peoples of the Southwest. Many of the cultural practices, artistic traditions, and agricultural techniques developed by the Ancestral Pueblo are still practiced today. For instance, the intricate pottery designs, passed down through generations, tell stories of their ancestors. Sites like Taos Pueblo in New Mexico, continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years, provide a living link to this ancient heritage. The annual San Geronimo Feast Day at Taos Pueblo is a vibrant celebration that showcases traditional dances, music, and crafts, connecting the past with the present. These events not only honor their ancestors, but also educate younger generations and visitors about the enduring legacy of the Ancestral Pueblo people. As we stand here in the 21st century, reflecting on the remarkable achievements of the Ancestral Pueblo, we are reminded of the extraordinary ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit. Their story is one of remarkable adaptation to a challenging environment, of unwavering community cooperation, and of a profound spiritual connection to the land. The Ancestral Pueblo left behind no written records, yet their voice resonates through time, in the silent stones of their dwellings, in the intricate designs of their pottery, and in the living traditions of their descendants. As we explore sites like Mesa Verde, Chaco Canyon, and Bandelier, we are not merely witnessing relics of the past, but engaging with the very foundations of Southwestern Native American culture, a legacy that continues to inspire and teach us today. In conclusion, the story of the Ancestral Pueblo is far from over. Modern archaeological techniques continue to uncover new insights into their way of life, while Native American voices bring new perspectives to the interpretation of their ancestors' legacy. As we face our own environmental and social challenges, perhaps we can draw inspiration from the Ancestral Pueblo, a people who thrived for over 1,000 years through cooperation, innovation, and harmony with their environment. One fascinating example is the kiva, a ceremonial structure that was central to their community life. These spaces were not only used for rituals, but also for decision-making and education. Their architectural ingenuity, such as the cliff dwellings, continues to inspire modern, sustainable building practices. Today, many communities are rediscovering the value of cooperation and shared resources, much like the Ancestral Pueblo did. As we look to the future, let us remember the lessons of the Ancestral Pueblo. Their story is a testament to the resilience and creativity of the human spirit. By embracing their legacy, we can build a more harmonious and sustainable world for generations to come. To join us on Adventure Seeker's Paradise, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to never miss an episode. Dive into the wonders of human history and culture with us. From ancient civilizations to hidden treasures, your next adventure awaits.